2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're on the cliffs of La Jolla, California, the famed Torrey Pines venue, and it's our opening round coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open. Hello everyone, Luke Elvey here alongside my booth mate Rich Beam, and out on the course is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. And Beamer, certainly set up for a stunner today at Torrey Pines South. What do you think these players face this week from the course?
They face a rude awakening. They haven't played too many golf courses yet this year, but they're going to run into Torrey Pines South, and you're going to figure out exactly how good a shape your golf game is in, because it's ruthless. And if you're not careful, you can go out there and shoot a big number in a hurry. It tests every facet of your game. This golf course is an absolute brute.
So standing over this one from the second cut.
Luke, that's a swing only a mother could love.
And unfortunately for her, she's failed to get out of the rough. More work to be done here. And John, how's her lie looking here?
Well, guys, very deep in this rough. This is gonna take some. Precision engineering to get out of this one.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. She needs this one for par. And he's down there. You got a read?
This one's moving just a smidge to the left.
And that's an opening hole par for this player.
That's a rock-solid par right there.
Before we head to the next, let's take a look at the leaderboard. And it's Max Homa in top spot. The second, a short par 4. One that the players like to take on these days, Rich. A good birdie look here.
They do. It used to be where you laid back on top of the hill and took a wedge, 9-iron sometimes for your second shot, but a lot of players now are challenging that bunker down the right-hand side, getting as far down there as possible, and just having a flick with a sand wedge in for their second.
Yeah, this one's a little bit left. Not so nice.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
And back to the play, shall we? This line doesn't look too tough, just in the first cut, right by the green. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. Max Homa is the current leader as we head over to the next. One of the most photographed holes in all of the PGA Tour is this downhill par 3 third at Torrey Pines South.
I like it when they move this tee box up and it's only a wedge, because when they make it a 5-iron or more, this thing gets really difficult. Firm green, actually tilts away from you towards the ocean. This is a really difficult green to find.
This is a fairly lengthy putt here. Henny, take us through this putt. What's she facing?
The perfect leave. Uphill, right to left.
Looking good.
Got a chance here. Here it comes. Tracking. Oh, it's in the hole. Beautiful. currently 1 under for the event.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
One of the hardest holes on the entire property is the par 4 fourth, Rich. It is a strong, demanding hole right from tee to green.
Very picturesque, this fourth hole. Pacific Ocean directly to the golfer's left-hand side. Don't be sucked in by the views, however. You want no part of that. And you certainly don't want any part of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side either. Find the fairway, and you've got a good chance at knocking it on this green in 2. Be wary, though. Anything long and left on this green is no good.
Judged to perfection. Rose seems to have been pretty confident so far, perhaps even a bit smug. But after what this player has produced, she's looking a little nervous now.
Trailing by a couple of strokes now. There's a real premium on your tee shots here at Torrey Pines South Course. Keeping ball in fairways critical, and that is illustrated also by the par 4 fifth.
This is a difficult driving hole. Big, deep bunkers left and right that must be avoided. From there, the second shot plays a touch downhill green that tilts pretty good from left to right and back to front. It's a strong par 4.
This shot is about 140 yards out. Just a couple back from our leader. Chosen the pitching wedge here. She won't be too disappointed with that. Certainly a couple of putts from there, and that'll be a good hole. This putt to move into a share of second place. John, you're down there. You should have a good read on this. What's she facing?
This one looks like it's going to break right to left.
And so close to the birdie. What a shame. And that should secure the par on this one. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Rich, there are a number of strong holes on this outward half, but the par 5 6th, the players are definitely thinking birdie here, but it's all set up by the tee shot.
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in 2. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
Quality shot, that one.
She is locked in here. I think she might be going for it.
She looks like she's thinking about going for it. Oh, I love this type of courage, Rich. Going forward in 2.
Absolutely. Love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
John, what's she looking at for this putt?
Looks like around 38 feet to the cup from here. Wow.
Starting this one way out to the left.
Big breaking putt right there. She didn't quite get the break spot on, but just short work left for her birdie.
4 feet to the cup.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
She's currently in a tie for 3rd on the leaderboard.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Over to 7 here at Torrey Pines South, Rich. A great par 4 that requires good positioning off the tee as well.
Lovely tee shot here. Just take it out those bunkers on the left-hand side and hit yourself a little baby fade. From there, you've got a green that sits above you slightly and also chases away from you just a little bit, believe it or not. This is a really good, strong par 4. Par's a great score.
That'll work there.
Oh, this needs a little right turn, Clyde.
Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. Ooh. Oh, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. The 8th at Torrey Pines South is an uphill par 3. It can be a hole in one hole, or it could be an absolute brute to even find the green, depending on where that hole location is.
This green is not deep. It's wide. It's got a lot of movement from east to west, just not a lot of room north to south. You find the right section of this green, you could find yourself a nice little deuce.
This is her second shot, and only one off the pace here. There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
She's got a par save here.
Trailing by a stroke after that hole. The par 5 9th is a monster over 600 yards, Rich. Challenging, to say the least.
I think the challenging part about it, Luke, is it's just straight away. You have to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and a straight third shot to find the green in 3. It really is just that simple and straightforward. The green does have 2 tiers on it, but for the most part, Luke, it's an inviting third shot.
Well, I know that we're in the booth and not right up close to it, but it doesn't take a smart person to work out that's not a nice lie.
All right, we're going with an extra club here.
Trying to get it to 4 under with this putt. Okay, Henny, what's she looking at with this putt?
Real outside chance here. What a hole this would be. 30 feet is what she's facing. Okay, good start. Now watch this one. Watch it.
Now to Roseng. 4 strokes off the lead. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. And this one is for her par. And down it goes. So, Rich, it looks like a nice start to the rivalry by this player after 9 holes. Your thoughts?
Luke, so far so good against their rival, but let's face it, only 9 holes has happened. There's still a long way between now and the end of the tournament.
Nicely done.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
She's heading into a pretty stiff breeze here.
That's a shame. Just leaking left, that one. Found the green side bunker. Looking for an up and down here. That one is up, but not close enough to the hole. Time for a little bit of focus here. This is a lengthy putt. Henny, take us through the break on this putt.
This is testing. A big right to left slope.
This one's heading on a pretty nice line, I feel.
All right, getting better. Yeah!
She's currently tied for third. The 11th at Torrey Pines South plays downhill, but it's still a long par 3.
Oh, this is just a mean little par 3, isn't it? Not a big target up there green-wise. You got deep bunkers right and left. You got a 2-tier green. It's a fun, good-looking par 3. That's really hard.
Opting for the 5-iron. Oh, that's a great shot. And a birdie opportunity coming up here at the 11th. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
Time to take a look at the leaderboard now, and our featured player shares top spot with Max Homa.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Oh, that was pummeled into submission.
From around 140 yards here.
Wind blowing straight downwind for her. This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
Good shot there. Here's Rose Zhang. 4 shots behind our leader. Okay, time to return to the action. This putt is about 10 feet from the hole.
Looking for another birdie here.
And he's down there. You got a read?
I've got it going right to left here.
This one started out on a good line. And with that hole, this player is currently in first, just ahead of Max Homa. All right, Rich. The par 5 13th. So much has been said about it. I'm interested in your thoughts.
It's a very interesting hole. You know, miss those bunkers, put yourself in the fairway, but you've got this ravine that you have to hit over. It's a grass ravine, thankfully, so if you miss the fairway, you can lay up there. But going for this green, if you come up a little shy, you could find one of these 4 or 5 bunkers, both left and right, and then you've got a nearly impossible up and down from there. And again, a green that's got a section on the left and a section on the right. Very rarely did it put the pin in the middle. But boy, I'd tell you what, this is a really good, fun par 5 that you can make anywhere from 3 to 7.
Oh, that was pure. Trying to get to 6 under now with this putt. Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. Now 2 shots up after that one. Over to 14 we go, a par 4.
And a really good par 4 once again. Dogleg from right to left. Those bunkers on the left, you don't want any part of them. And from there, the difficulty is judging the distance with your second shot. This is an infinite edge look from the fairway. So when it pins in the back section of this green, it's nearly impossible to judge the distance. This is a wonderful, wonderful design.
And that is a goal shot in line with the hole. Standing over this one, and it's a very long putt. Let's return to live play now. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. And with that fine putt, she extends her advantage over the field. Holding steady in first place after that one. We stride across the 15th, Rich, and we talk about strong par fours. This is another one.
Why are the straightaway par fours the hardest ones? We have another one right here. It's just straight away with the drive, nothing fancy about it. You find the fairway and you're left with another long iron second shot. You got a front right bunker that should see plenty of action. The one on the left, though, that's a big no-no spot, as this green does tilt pretty good from back to front.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
This one headed left.
This is her third shot. And she's safely out of the sand and onto the green. 11 feet left to the hole.
This is huge for momentum. Gotta try and hold this. This for par.
John, what's the line on this putt?
This looks like it's going to break to the left.
Ooh. And that was a bogey by our leader, so the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. Well, the finish at Torrey Pines South captivates everyone. It really starts here at the 16th, a par 3 playing across the ravine.
Yeah, long par 3, especially with multiple tee boxes that can be used. Green is a little bit of boomerang shape, especially back left. That's when things get really tight. But I must say, this is a wonderfully, again, designed par 3 that makes you think an awful lot.
Lining up from the sand now. And she's safely on the surface from the sand, but still some work to do. Oh, a 12-footer. Love to make a few of these today. That's disappointing to have to settle for the bogey there. Just a short putt remaining here. And she'll move to 5 under after that hole. Your ball striking certainly gets tested off the tee here at 17 as we head for home at Torrey Pines South.
You want to avoid the bunkers on the right, but in doing so, you bring the ravine on the left into play, don't you? Second shot, though, plays slightly uphill. There's 2 distinct sections, the left and the right here. A little bit of a spine that bisects this green. This is a really good, strong par 4. Par is a great score.
Tee shot is looking good here. I'm sure she'll take that one. 13 feet to the hole.
Some damage limitation. This one for a bogey.
John, have you got a read on this one?
Looks like this one's going left to right.
That's disappointing. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. And unfortunately heading in the wrong direction on the leaderboard after that hole. Here we are at the final hole of Torrey Pines South. So historic. There's been some very cool moments over the years. One of the more famous holes on the PGA Tour.
I tell you, this is probably one of the, if you talk about risk reward par fives on the PGA Tour, this has got to be up near the top of the list. You find the fairway, it's just begging you to go for it. You got the water fronting the green, and you have deep bunkers both right and left. But with the history of this hole, you got to go for it, don't you?
Sitting at 3 under par. Oh, that was left all the way off the club. A bit wild on approach there. This would be a great up and down. That's a pretty tidy shot, that. She'll be happy. I hope she makes this one, because it's for par. Signing off her round with a bogey. Through to the weekend, Rich, and that was a pretty gutsy performance.
Absolutely. Always out there fighting, trying to make the cut. Doesn't really have the ball striking this week. However, there's still a chance you could win this tournament. You got to have a good round tomorrow and certainly follow it up Sunday. But listen, there's still a chance.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. Get set for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, presented by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. Our final round coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is set to begin. G'day everyone, Luke Elvey here, delighted to have your company. Our leader is currently 4 under the card as we get underway here on 2K Sports. Let's get down to the first hole. And let's see if she can set the tone for a good day. That's nicely done. Coming fresh off a win, this player's looking to go back-to-back here.
This player has more confidence, I believe, than any other player in the field at the moment. This should be another good week for him.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. John, what's she looking at for this putt?
Well, it looks like around 31 feet to the cup.
She'll take it. Big breaking putt, not easy to read. This is going to be an easy par, though.
Starting the round at even par.
Nice, solid opening hole right there.
And over to the second we go, and it's a par 4. A thing of beauty. And this from the greenside rough. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. A par putt awaits her. Henny, take us through this putt. What's she facing?
I've given it a good look. I see this one going left at the hole.
Now, nice to make a mid-range par putt. Sitting at -2 for the event. Stepping onto the par 3 third.
I like it when they move this tee box up and it's only a wedge, because when they make it a 5-iron or more, this thing gets really difficult. Firm green, actually tilts away from you towards the ocean. This is a really difficult green to find.
Well, we may have been urging that one to cover the bunker, but she knew it in her heart. She hit that right on the button. This putt coming up is for birdie. Okay, let's head to the next. And as the scorecard suggests, heading up the leaderboard. Let's go to the fourth. It's a par 4.
I love this hole. Just take it out of those bunkers on the right-hand side and hit yourself a nice little baby draw. And from there, you have probably one of the coolest green complexes, I think, on the golf course. Really difficult to make birdie, and actually you're pretty happy making par. But I'm telling you what, sit there and enjoy the beauty of this hole. It's a doozy.
That's some good golf right there. A few shots under par at the moment. Going with the 8-iron here. Outstanding approach shot.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
A chance for her to move into the top 5 if she can hold this. And this is what remains for a share of 5th place on the leaderboard. That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in.
So close to getting a share of the lead, but gone with that effort for birdie.
Currently at 3 under for the event. And as we move to the 5th, it's a par 4.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it, because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back towards you from back to front. That's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
Pretty good shot there.
From around 120 yards here. Just one stroke back and right in it. Well, this would be a bonus. This is a very long putt. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Right to lefter, up the hill. Can be positive with this one.
Big putt for par coming up. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. The 6th hole is a par 5.
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in 2. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
That's not what she wanted. She's caught that one quite nicely. Yeah, nicely played. 19 feet to the hole.
She's got this out to the right. I think it's going to come back, though.
So close. Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly. Just 2 shots back after that hole. We've now arrived at the par 4 7th.
This fairway slopes pretty good from left to right. Players want to start it out at the fairway bunker down the left-hand side and just hit a gentle fade off of that. Second shot here is to an elevated green. Don't go long whatsoever here. That's when the barranca and the canyons come into play.
Well, that'll work there. This shot from 120 yards. Only 2 shots off the pace.
Club up. I like this play.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. How close was that to going down? Here is her 4th. 2 strokes off the lead. That's a touch of class. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Currently 2 under for the event.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
Here we are in front of a par 3.
This green is not deep. It's wide. It's got a lot of movement from east to west, just not a lot of room north to south. You find the right section of this green, you could find yourself a nice little deuce.
Going with the 7. Well, she should be happy with that. Anywhere on the green was a good shot. If she can hold this, she'll move inside the top 10 here. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
25-footer is what she's faced with. This would be a great putt to hold.
Watch this one break. Ooh. She's got a par putt here. Let's see if she can make it. And as we check the standings, our leader has a 1-stroke advantage. On the tee of the par 5 9th.
Luke, it's just a straight par 5, 615 yards. You got to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and hopefully hit a straight third shot. It can get challenging when they put the pin on the top left tier. That's when you can put a little too much spin on it and have it come chasing down to the front part of the green. That's no good.
Oh, in the fairway bunker. These are always the tough shots. This one looks to be slightly offline here. That's a heavy lie this player has drawn.
That is not proper beach attire, is it, Luke?
A chance now from the bunker for an up and down. How about this line? Oh, what a wonderful bunker shot. An opportunity to make a par here. And that puddle drop. Well done. Okay, it's time to make the turn and a good time to reflect on the action so far. Rich?
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
That's tidy. A couple under at this stage. Well, that's a handy shot. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole.
A really good look at birdie.
And after that, she'll move to 3 under par.
Getting closer to that top spot on the leaderboard. This is getting interesting.
Teeing off now at the 11th hole.
This green from the back tee looks minuscule. There's just not a lot of room on the front of it. Even the back section, which it does get a little bit wider, it still is very small. A massive shelf, top left. If you get it up there, happy days for you. If not, just find the green, 2-putt, make 3, move on.
Here's a chance to get up and down from the greenside bunker. Oh, that one almost went in the cup. This one for bogey. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Trailing by 4 strokes. Welcome to the par 4 12th hole.
This is about as tough a hole as you're going to find anywhere on the planet. Prevailing wind coming right back into the players. You just have to step up and hit a solid tee shot to find the fairway. From there, you're going in with a mid to long iron, sometimes even a hybrid, to a green that sits just above you. Not a ton of movement, but enough from back right to front left to make you think.
Playing this shot from about 170 yards out. Currently 4 shots off the pace. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Should be pleased with that one. That's a good strike. This putt to move into a tie for 9th. John, have you got a good read on this one?
Well, the putt starts straight enough, but as it gets towards that hole, it should take a turn to the right.
Oh, what a way to bounce back. That shows heart. She's currently in a tie for 9th place at the moment. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot.
This is one of the most interesting par 5s you'll ever play. If you hit a good tee shot, find the fairway, and you have the opportunity to reach, then happy days. But if you don't find the fairway or can't reach, now you've got to lay up into a low area where you're going to have a third shot that's absolutely blind. This third shot could be one of the most difficult third shots on the PGA Tour, bar none.
Good chance to take it even deeper here. This putt's for 4 under. And Henny, what's she looking at for this putt?
This one's a 34-footer.
That one's going to break a long way from the left.
Good effort from there.
She'll take it. Big breaking putt, not easy to read. This is going to be an easy par, though.
Job done. Let's head to the next. Our current leader is up by 3 shots. We've arrived at the par 4 14th hole.
Nice tee shot here. A little bit more room to the right than the players really feel like there is. However, that also brings a rough on the right-hand side into play, and you don't want to be there, especially with this green that's set right back against the canyon. It's a difficult second shot, almost an infinite edge pool look, if you will. You really have to bear down and make sure you have a good idea of your distance control on your second shot.
This is a fairly lengthy putt here. This looks pretty tiny, this.
Looking good.
Oh, that's a great looking putt. And that should secure the par on this one. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Always the toughest hole in the game. A long par 4.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
She's standing over her second shot. 5 strokes behind our leader. Well, that was a bit of a wild swing. Probably be a similar result too. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Sitting at -3. Yeah, that's a good line, that one. Good speed about it. Look at this. Yeah, you'd be proud of that one. Even if it doesn't go in, it's a very good putt. And this one will be for bogey. And with that putt, now 2 under with the final few holes to go. And as we look at the leaderboard, our player out in front is leading by 1. Teeing off here on the 16th hole.
This is underrated difficult. The green is big in size, but it plays awfully small because there's really small sections to this green. The front, the back right, and the top left. If you find the right section, job well done. If you don't, it's going to be a difficult 2-putt to say the least.
And that one's on the dance floor, but a long way from the DJ. And a chance here to move inside the top 10 in the standings. All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
Well, from here, it looks like the putt's going to go uphill, moving right to left.
Oh, I don't mind this par putt. Well holed. Let's move on. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. On the tee now, the par 4 17th hole.
They moved this fairway to the left alongside the canyon a few years ago, which really enhanced the beauty, but also the fear of this hole. You have to challenge the left-hand side because the bunker down the right is really no good. From there, the green, it tilts from back to front, mostly with a really low section over there on the left-hand side. However, it still is a promising birdie opportunity.
Oh, come on, sit. This would be a great up and down. Can she make her par on this one? And in she goes. That's a good save.
Yeah, in the bunker off the tee. Great recovery.
The 18th hole is a par 5.
I tell you, this is probably one of the, if you talk about risk reward par 5s in the PGA Tour, this has got to be up near the top of the list. You find the fairway, it's just begging you to go for it. You got the water fronting the green, and you have deep bunkers both right and left. But with the history of this hole, you got to go for it, don't you?
Did she take enough club here? Don't think so. Nicely done. Outstanding shot, high quality. And this putt for a final score of 71.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
And as the final putt drops, she ends up at 3 under par for this event. Well, there's no doubt the chance to go back-to-back was a huge carrot. Unfortunately, just coming up a bit short, but it's certainly exciting down the stretch.
Luke, unfortunately, not getting the back-to-back wins. Came ever so close, but unfortunately coming up just a little bit shy. Still awfully impressed with this week's work.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.